How's it going today, everybody? Chase here with the Challenge DAC, and I want to thank you for tuning in. Whether you're part of the CHL community, the Challenge DAC community, or if you are new to crypto and just familiarizing yourself on the topic and looking into EOS and the different dApps and DACs that are running on it. Thanks for clicking on the video, and today I wanted to go over the tokenomics of the Challenge DAC token. Now, the Challenge DAC, we are a decentralized autonomous community, and we build applications that help people engage in positive activity. Our debut dApp, we are calling that the Challenge dApp because it is our first blockchain application, and it will focus on helping people get to the gym more often by allowing people to challenge their friends and family and be able to earn reward from sponsors. And today I wanted to talk a little bit about not the dApp, but the token and the tokenomics behind it. So there's a total of 2.7 billion. That's the most that will ever be. We chose to hard cap the token and not give it any inflation. And then out of the 2.7 billion, 2 billion were airdropped to EOS holders who held EOS at the time of the Genesis snapshot. So everybody who had one EOS also got 2 challenge tokens. And currently, there's about, I would say on any given day, about, a few million challenge tokens change hands just mostly through decentralized exchanges. And so today I wanted to talk a little bit about that token. Now, the token is pretty much membership in the DAC, and like I said earlier, the DAC's intention is to build blockchain applications that help people engage in positive behavior. Right now we're working on our first one that should hopefully be in app stores soon. We're hoping to get beta finished here real soon, and after we do beta testing, then we'll be able to get it into the app stores and have people use it. So once it's out, it will be running on the EOS blockchain, and of course the EOS blockchain is a proof of stake system. So in order for us to be able to provide service to people who are downloading the app and using it, we need to have network capacity. We need to have EOS to be able to do the different things. Have RAM and do the different things that we need to do to be able to run the dApp. So, having said that, we need to be able to earn EOS to be able to do that. Now, how we plan on doing that is we want to take a percentage of all the transactions that go through our dApp. So, for instance, if you bet or if you challenge your friend that you'll be able to make it to the gym and they won't, and you're risking 1 EOS or what have you, we want to take we're thinking maybe about a % fee for allowing people to do that, and then any sponsors that want to sponsor challenges who are maybe corporations and that sort of thing, we want to charge them about 2% in fees. So what we will do is we'll collect those fees and put them in a separate account and hold on to it. And what our thinking is at the end of the year, or we actually want to have open dialogue about this. It doesn't have to be at the end of the year. It could be once a month or once a year or once every 3 years, whatever works. So if you have any opinions on it, comment below. But we want to build this decentralized application to be able to earn a little bit of EOS to sustain the DAC and be able to do the activity be able to perform the activities that we want to perform as a community. So in order to do that, we need some EOS. So we'll get in between these transactions and be able to take a little bit of EOS. Just if you guys look at a decentralized exchange, it kind of works that way too. If you're using a decentralized exchange, they'll take a little bit of EOS or whatever token you're trading as fees to be able to keep their operation going. So will be similar. Now, I just wanted to kind of walk through and give you guys kind of an idea of how this all would work. Now, say if we get our app store, our app out into stores, and we get 1 million downloads, 1 million active users, which sounds like a lot, but really in the context of apps, really isn't all that much. So for instance, there's multiple apps that have over 1 billion downloads, and really probably 1 million in the context of things isn't. I mean, it's up there, but it's probably not anything all that significant in the app world. Now we want to set goals for how many downloads we have in the first year or 6 months. So that's something that we probably want to talk about as a community and have a dialogue about and set some goals. But today I just kind of wanted to walk through the tokenomics. So we'll just say 1 million. Say if we get up to 1 million, which there's 7 billion people in the world, and if we get 1 million using the app, just one of our apps, the first one, then what would that look like? Now, say for instance, let's say that people exchange $5 worth of value through that the app every week, which that isn't all that much. I mean, if somebody, say if we have a coffee shop that or say if we put Starbucks gift cards on there, or that's just a hypothetical suggestion, but just anything, then we a local coffee shop or 1 EOS, that's about $5 of value. And if we got in between that, and if we charge our normal users 1% and our corporate users 2%, let's just average that out for 1.5%, and we have $5 of value going through the app per user every week. That's about 1.02 EOS at today's prices. I believe EOS was at about $4.90 last time I checked. So that would come out to be about 1.02 EOS. Now, 1.5% of that would be equal to about 0.013, or excuse me, about 0.0153 EOSs. Now, you times that by 52, because there's 52 weeks in the year. That puts you at about 0.795 EOS per user per year. Now, like I said earlier, if we get 1 million users, then that would be about 795,000 EOS per year that gets collected. Now, we may choose to, as a community, put that in RAM or put that in CPU or whatever we need to do. But just say if we're covered there and we have a surplus, then obviously the community could vote to give it back to itself and airdrop it right back to itself. And if that were to happen, say that there's an accumulation of 795,000 EOS, because that would be that's what it would work out to be, 0.08 EOS per user, which over a course of the year really isn't all that much. And you times that by 1 million, you're at about 795,600. Now, what that would mean is if we went ahead and airdropped that back to all CHL holders, that would mean that everybody who had about 3,400 challenge stack tokens would get back about an EOS. If say we released other dApps or we got more users, that could go to 1 EOS per 339 challenge tokens that you have. Now, by no means is this for sure thing. I mean, this is all speculative. We may not even earn a single EOS, but this is kind of our intention as a community, and this is what we want to do. So, say we stick with the more conservative number of 1 million, and we accumulate that 795,000 EOS over the course of a year, which should be attainable. I mean, if we're having good applications, people are using them, they're providing value for the community, I think that's reasonable. There's tons of whales who are just sitting on lots and lots of EOS, and it's as a community, if we're able to provide value and use the EOS, then we should be able to earn that and get that and be able to use it for the community. Now, right now, the exchange ratio between CHL tokens and EOS tokens is about, last time I checked, I went on a decentralized exchange, Nudex.io, and just kind of, wanted to see what people were trading the token at, and it looks like it's being traded at 0.000132 per EOS. So basically the exchange ratio comes out to be about 7,575 CHL tokens per EOS. So you go to the exchange, for instance, and you give them an EOS, they'll give you back about 7,500 challenge tokens, and vice versa. But say that was the case, and you had the 700 or the 7,500 CHL tokens, and everything I was saying earlier holds true. There's 1 million users that get about 0.8 EOS for the DAC per year, and there's a collective close to 800,000 EOS at the end of the year. That would mean that you would get about 2.2 EOS back for every 1 EOS of challenge DAC you held today. Now, am I saying this is going to happen? For sure, no, obviously not. But I just wanted to put this video out and give everybody an idea of what we were thinking and how we are structuring the DAC and kind of what we're going for. I mean, we want to provide lots of services on EOS, so we need lots of EOS, and we want to earn it by providing the community with services that they like to use. And the EOS is very important to be able to do different processing on the network. So that's what we're hoping to do, and I just wanted to make this short video and kind of go over the tokenomics and let everyone know what we were thinking. Now, is 1 million a reasonable goal? I don't know. I'm going to have to do more research on it, and let me know down below. I mean, do you think we could reach 1 million downloads in a year? I know there's probably been tons of applications that have done it. I mean, there's apps that have reached billions of people. I mean, I think there's some like Facebook or YouTube and Instagram that have all that have over 1 billion users. So, is it attainable to reach 1 million? Or is that setting the bar too low? Do we want to reach 10 million? So that's something that we want to think about as a community. But for today, just wanted to make this short video, and thanks for tuning in today, guys, and thanks for listening.